Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel, Unyistitches. If this is the first time of you seeing me, you're welcome to my channel. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support. In today's tutorial, we want to learn how to draft, cut and sew a cowl neckline top. I've gone ahead to do some markings on my pattern paper. So let's continue from there. This is my shoulder line. This is my chest line. That is my armhole line. This is my bust line. This is my waist line. And this is my full length line. So I'm going to draft my back pattern first because I'm using the back pattern to cut my front. The first thing will be for me to impute my shoulder measurement divided by 2. The next thing is for me to mark my neck measurement. I'm using neck width of 4 inches and neck depth of 2 inches for the back because I'm drafting the back pattern first as I'm using the back to cut my front. So I will connect it using my ruler. I'll go ahead and slope my shoulder by 1.5 inches. I will connect it to my neck width. Can you see? Then the next thing will be for me to measure my same shoulder measurement divided by 2 again on the chest line. Then I will connect it to my shoulder slope. The next thing will be for me to mark half of that line. Can you see me doing? Then I will come in by ½ inch towards my center front. Then I will go ahead and measure my bust measurement divided by 4 on my chest line, as you can see me doing so. I will mark same on my bust line. Then the next thing will be for me to impute my waist measurement divided by 4, as you can see me doing so. Then coming to my full length line, I'm going to mark my hip measurement divided by 4. I will go ahead and connect it using my ruler. The next thing will be for me to connect my armhole. Can you see? That is my armhole for the front. Then I will connect for the back. Can you see? That is the one for the back. So the next thing now will be for me to go ahead and mark my joining allowance. I will start with the hemming allowance. I'm using 1 inch hemming allowance. For my side seam, I'm using 1.5. You can decide to use more than that. It all depends on your preference. The next thing will be for me to come to my side seam. I will mark 1 inch upward, as you can see me doing. Then I will curve it to connect to my hemline. That will eliminate the sharp edge at that point. Can you see? So I will go ahead now and add my shoulder joining allowance. I'm using 0.5 inch for the joining of my shoulder. Then I'm going to connect the line. I'll go ahead and join it, as you can see me doing so. Then the next thing will be for me to mark my sleeve joining allowance. I'm marking 0.25 for the joining of my sleeve. You can decide to make yours sleeveless. You can decide to add your sleeve, to attach your sleeve. It all depends on your preference. I'll go ahead and cut my pattern now. This is my pattern after cutting it. For the coil effect, I'm going to connect a line from my bust line. I will slant it to my chest line, as you can see me doing so. So this is the line I'm going to slash after cutting my back panel. I'm going to slash this line. But you can decide to slash your chest line. It's still the same thing. So now let's go ahead and cut it on the fabric. This is a seal fabric. So I will fold it and I will cut it. I've pinned down my back pattern on my fabric, so I will go ahead and cut it now. After cutting the back panel, I will then slash the line open before using it to cut my front panel. Make sure not to cut it out. Can you see? So I've gone ahead to pin it down on my fabric. Can you see it? Then I will cut the down part. After cutting the down part, I will show you what to do on the upper part. So I'm going to spread this line by 9 inches. So that is 9 inches. Then I'm going to mark from my shoulder to the end of the fabric. I want to have 10 inches. The next thing will be for me to connect from my neck width, that is the shoulder line, straight to the edge of my fabric, as you can see me doing. This will help me not to pipe the neckline for the front. Then I will go ahead and trace my shoulder and also the armhole. I will cut my fabric now. I will go ahead and take off my pattern paper from the fabric. This is my front panel and this is my back panel. I'll go ahead and iron it and then I will interlock the edges. I've ironed my fabric and I've interlocked the edges. Can you see how neat it looks like? So I'll fold in the other part of the front. Can you see? I fold it in this way and iron it. I align it with the both shoulders. By so doing, I'm not going to pipe the front neckline. Also, I have gone ahead to turn the neckline for the back and I've hemmed the down part for both my front and my back panel. So the next thing now will be for me to join the both shoulder. Can you see what I'm doing? Right side facing each other, I'm going to pin it down. I'll do same to the other side of my shoulder. Can you see? Then I'll go ahead to my sewing machine. I will sew it using the 0.5 joining allowance. So I've joined the both shoulders. Can you see how beautiful it looks like? So the next thing will be for me to attach my sleeve. I've gone ahead to cut my sleeve for the both hand. If you don't know how to cut your sleeve, I have a detailed video on how to draft. I will link it on the description box. So I will attach it this way. I will sew it, then I will do it to the other side. This is my sleeve. I've attached the sleeve. Can you see? So now the next thing will be for me to join my side seam. I make sure I match it together. I'll match the front and the back together. Can you see? I will join it using my seam allowance of 1.5. So I will do the same thing to the other side. Then I'll bring it for you to see. So I've joined the both side seam. Can you see how beautiful the cloth looks like? This is the final outcome of this beautiful cowl neckline top. Can you see the back view? So thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe to our channel and turn on your notification bell so that once I upload new sewing tutorial, you'll be notified. See you on next video. Bye bye.